It's the natural evolution of style, in my opinion. Our signature shades has become more mainstream. I think as things become mainstream, there's always an audience out there that wants the next best thing. And I think that on top of the fact that we learned so much over the last 10 years with our signature shades, how do we do all the things that we have thought of over the last 10 years, all those things we wrote down that we said, when we make the next version, how do we make this better? Right? That's that true desire to always innovate.
This is episode 198 with Chris Anderson of Ledge Lounger. Enjoy!
Welcome to your go-to podcast for the pool and spa industry. My name is Tyler Rasmussen.
And my name is Greg Viafania. And this is the Pool Chasers Podcast.
All right. Well, welcome to the show again, Christopher. How are you?
Hey, doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, most definitely. So it's been a very exciting last couple years. We haven't talked in a while. So can you just share with us and the listeners just how things have been going, since the pandemic and shortages and just all of the above?
Sure. Well, first of all, congrats. I think y'all are almost at 200 episodes. It's been awesome following y'all along and seeing all the success. So congrats to y'all. Big accomplishment.
Thank you very much.
I think it's been since 2017? Y'all been killing it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a journey for sure.
Yeah. Well, over at Ledge, it's been a ride as well. We came out of the pandemic. First of all, no downtime during the pandemic. Sales shortly after everything went in lockdown back in 2020, sales just continued to rise and increase dramatically. Everybody sitting at home obviously was huge for our business. It propelled faster growth than maybe we anticipated. So we played catch up in 2020. I think we had a successful year, but certainly played catch up and got behind on some lead times. Always, of course, following through with our commitments to our customers. Unfortunately, there was some lagging lead times. But however, 2021, we improved, still had a challenge, but I think we really set ourselves up. We learned a lot over the last 2 years and found some efficiencies in manufacturing and created other opportunities to really have a killer 2022 year. Everything from staff, support, new facility. Just to give you a little bit of an idea, we moved from roughly a 20,000 square foot facility to about an 80,000 square foot facility last year. And pretty much, I would say, quadruple our staff size since the beginning of COVID. So a lot more resources on the table, not only to focus on current business, but also to focus on growth and where the company's going from here.
That's incredible. And congrats on the new facility. I saw when you posted that on Facebook when they were putting the letters up and doing all the cool videos and different things like that. That's got to be the greatest feeling in moving from, where you started, the smaller building, which we got to go visit. That was a really cool spot. But even when we were there some years ago, it felt like, a little bit small for you guys because, you're just, you're growing and you're busy. And also want to say congrats because I know you made it on the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing private companies in America. And you put a little statistic in there that I saw on a post that only 4% of companies make it on the list 5 times. So, kudos to you. That's got to feel pretty good.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Couple things you said there. Number one, yes, Inc. 5000, 5 years in a row. We're so proud of that. It's definitely a goal we hold ourselves to, just to continue the growth and continue to strive to be on that list. And I believe we'll actually be on it a 6th year in a row. Hopefully we'll be able to announce that later this year if it does happen, but I feel like we've got a pretty strong case for that. And as far as the building, seeing those letters go up, man, that was a pretty awesome moment. Started this just with the idea of, being able to lay out in a pool, and it's just become so much more than that. We just had so many team members help us get where we are today. And one thing I'm most proud of that day is we actually rolled out a ribbon, and every single person on the company cut the ribbon at the same time. We didn't just have the executive team or the owners. It was truly everybody helped us get there. So everybody cut that ribbon and enjoyed the day together. It was pretty special.
Yeah, I feel like that's true Ledge Lounger style right there. I love it.
Yeah,
culture.
Absolutely. Culture first.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I think, I saw the pictures as well, and to see the building you guys came from, which like Greg said was cool to see, but to the building you transferred into is pretty incredible, right? It's quite a big change.
Yeah, we'd love to have y'all down to see the new facility, give you a tour, walk you through. Maybe we can do some video stuff there. But it's amazing. We've actually pretty much already outgrown it, and we certainly have a long lease and have to be here for a while. But looking for some more space, and starting to really strategize on where that space should be and what's going to be best for our customers moving forward too.
Right. I mean, what did that discussion within the team look like when that transition was happening? I mean, were you scared at all about, kind of making this jump? Like, how did things look before going into the new facility?
Craig, I think it's a great question. I think the thing that I'm most scared of is monotony. It's not driving forward and not innovating. That's probably my biggest fear. And that keeps me pushed and just going all the time. I believe that any business should strive for greatness year after year after year. I think some businesses get comfortable growing, at a clip of 5 or 10%. That's just not in my blood. And it's not in the blood of the culture we created. We all want to push ourselves and drive ourselves to learn more and more and more every year. And if we're not, we're just simply going to be bored. And I don't want that to happen. But ultimately, data, information, right? If you can have data and information by our sides when we're making decisions, we know we're going to make quality decisions. You can't look back hindsight and say, was that a good decision? Because you don't know the information in the future when you're making a decision. You know the information you know in the moment, right? So we looked at market size, opportunity, different product collections we were coming out with, what kind of opportunity was there in those new product lines. And if we did take the step and we spent the money, what was going to be the return on the investment? How much market share was out there to be able to grow in that space? And it was an obvious answer. It was absolutely obvious that we still have so much more room to grow and that we need more space to do so. I'm typically the guy that wants to buy a little bit more than what I think I need because I believe space will drive revenue. In other words, it gives you more opportunity. In our case, we outperformed our goals and grew into the space much quicker than we anticipated. So, like I mentioned, we are looking to see what's next. And again, we can only use today's data to make those decisions. Certainly have some forecast and some goals as to where we want to be and how we want to get there. But I'm a true believer. If you put plans in place, your team's going to push hard and you encourage your team and you motivate your team properly. Your team's going to work hard to meet those goals. Even if the market changes or even if different opportunities that you thought were going to exist don't exist. If you don't put the carrot out there, then you're never going to strive for it. And a bigger facility was our carrot. And we're going to continue to strive and go for it.
That's awesome. And I think what you have in common with other, big successful companies like the Amazons and Netflix and Starbucks is even when we're going through a recession or anything is happening in the economy, they become more innovative and they kind of push. When people slow down or quit, they just think of new things and better ideas and sometimes turn the prices up. And you might have done that as well. And business is better than ever. So what I also think is really cool about Ledge Lounger product is, we come from the pool service side, whereas, your furniture looks good inside, outside, but it's not just, residential swimming pool backyards. It's, at the hotels, I've seen, your, the Ledge Loungers at the Cosmopolitan in Vegas, getting lit up with thousands of likes and, different things like that. So it's not just this one place. And I think anybody that's listening, if you're dealing with commercial properties or you have an in with interior designers and different things like that, I think it's a good time to kind of position yourself in, getting those relationships right. Because if things did slow down on the service side, which maybe they could one day, who knows? But there's opportunities in, selling products like Ledge Lounger in other places, because also the pools on the East Coast or, in the Midwest, pools close down. You're only using your pools for so long, but we often talk about how a swimming pool is really a work of art in the backyard. And if it's a work of art in the backyard, you got to sit and look at it, and you want your backyard to be presentable. And I think that's something that you all provide, outside of, just the swimming pool, industry. It's more than that.
Yeah, I appreciate the comments. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's what we believe is that our products help create great moments outside, great memories, great moments with your friends and family. And we don't want you worried about, is my furniture presentable, or is it going to last? Is it quality? Is it going to stand up? We want you to think about our products as they relate to feeling like it's a getaway, feeling like you're at a resort. Put your devices down and relax and enjoy your time with your family and your friends. We want our products to encourage people to do that, and we want people to be able to trust the quality of our products. Right? It's negative that our products last so long because we don't get that opportunity to resell to the customer. However, I'd much rather be a part of a brand and a product that lasts than something that you have to replace season after season, even though there might be more revenue season after season. Where I think we can be innovative is to create new product categories and really drive sales that way versus have products that people are going to throw away and replace.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. I want to ask real quick, we've talked a lot about shortages and, the pool industry service side of things, right? But I wanted to see what you went through on your side when you're mentioning such a high quality product, right? Those materials had to have been hard to get during some of this time. So what was that kind of like, and how'd you guys overcome that?
Man, Tyler, I think you hit it on the dot for a lot of businesses. Fortunately, we did not see much slowdown at all.
Right.
We are U.S. supplied. The raw material of our product is made in the U.S. It's then shipped to people that compound the resin and provide us with truly quality resins with the UV packages in them that we hold to our standards. And ultimately, then it's shipped to manufacturers across the U.S. So not only from a material perspective, but also from a supply chain perspective, because we're a U.S.-based business with 99.9% of our raw materials and our finished goods being made in the U.S., we did not have near the supply chain hiccups. When they shut down China and all those companies that were getting products from China, just really, really were impacted pretty hard. We would have crushed all of our lead times and all of our pro formas if the demand was what we thought it was. The demand was actually higher than what we thought it was, and it took us just a little bit longer to get that wheel moving to keep up with the demand that there was. And I think most companies that are in the outdoor space experience the same thing. Nobody really could have projected the performance that came in the outdoor furniture industry over the last couple of years. However, we learned a lot, and we put a lot of things in place to ensure that we'll be able to meet the demand moving forward.
I think that's awesome. I think it speaks to your high quality product. You know what I mean? I wasn't aware that it was 99%, or maybe I just forgot, but that's made in the USA. But that's really cool that you didn't have to take that hit.
Absolutely. It's been awesome to have a strong supply chain, and our team here, COO Dylan, he has just done a tremendous job. Him and his team have done a tremendous job of scaling our supply chain as the demand for our product has increased.
Right.
Cool.
And since we're on that topic, I mean, what types of things have you done to improve, that customer transparency?
Another great question. Number one is, we need to be more accurate in forecasting our lead times. We found that over the last, prior years, and we need to be more reactive, right? So when we do see a spike in sales on a certain product, we need to be able to identify that there was a spike and then increase the lead times if necessary, right? So we can communicate an accurate lead time to our customers. I think that's number one, right? Number two is, if for some reason we're going to miss a lead time, to communicate that to the customer before they think, well, my product's supposed to be here today and it's not here, right? We need to be proactive in calling them ahead of time saying, hey, for whatever reason, we are not going to be able to deliver on our commitment. However, here is our restated commitment. Now this is what we believe we can do, right? There's always going to be mistakes, especially in fast-growing businesses. And, it's just important that you continue to keep that line of communications open. And then also be available. When they pick up the phone and reach out to us, make sure that somebody's there to answer that call and have answers for them, right? So that means that we have to have data spread throughout our team so that our team has access to the answers that the questions the customers are asking real time. The last thing people want to do is be put on hold, and certainly the last thing people want to do is say, well, I'm going to have to find out and call you back, right? Because you know where that leads to. That leads to a message and then a call back and then phone tag, and people don't like that. Net promoter score is very important to us this year. It's something that we have a major initiative around, continuing to focus on getting the feedback from our clients as to how well we're doing as a business, and then getting true data on what it is we can be doing better, and then implementing the things that we can be doing better. So a big focus here. And then of course the post-product follow-up, right? You've received the product. We shouldn't wait for our customers to reach out and tell us whether they had a great experience or something went wrong and that we need to fix something. We want to be ahead of that. We want to make sure we're reaching out to them, asking them, hey, how was your experience? What did you do? Is there anything we can help you with, right? That not only is just great customer service, but that also leads to additional sales, which will continue to drive the growth of the business. So I think there's a lot to unpack there, but I think you got to come at it from all angles. And you really have to be in tune to what your customers are saying, and you have to create a space that they can communicate with you easily and freely.
Right. And I noticed on each specific product on the website, it shows lead times and shipping, and it'll say ships out in 1 to 2 weeks, different things like that. And I love that. And I know a lot of other people buying stuff do too, because it gives them a sense of, obviously how long it's going to take to get this product. So how often are you all updating that part of the website?
So we actually now have a product management team. In product management, our product management team is responsible for staying in touch with our operations department, understanding where, if and when anything changes in regards to a product compared to what the expectation is set. So lead times can change on the daily, literally multiple times a day if we have the data that tells us that we need to do it. We're forecasting out quite a bit now. We're focused on not only what's shipping out the door, but also what orders are inbound, what's coming in. So all the lead times can change, on the fly very rapidly. We've actually given our operations team the ability to change those lead times real time if they need to. Whereas historically, they'd have to send a message over to marketing, and marketing would have to change them on the website. So we realized that there was a lag in there, and we certainly optimized it and made it so that they could do it. So you just got to look at every single one of those things, right? You got to look at product demand, product planning. We can plan better. When you get big product shifts, and what I mean by that is, let's just say that the chair is more successful at sales this week than the chaise, for example, right? Just as an example here, then we didn't necessarily anticipate that, and now we've got to react to that. So there's a couple things that you have to do. You have to make sure that you have the proper tooling to be able to increase your manufacturing capabilities in a given moment when you do see things increase. And sometimes we can just, turn on more tools and operate better or more efficiently with that particular product, and then not have to raise lead times. Sometimes there might be a material shortage. It's just a short-term material shortage for whatever reason, or a shipment of some material didn't get to a location in time, and that could cause some sort of change. So we just have to really be in tune to what's going on, and the team has to understand how these little things can impact lead times, so that they're prepared in knowing that they need to communicate it across the company, so that we can make the proper steps to change things for the customer to be able to see the proper lead times real time.
Right. And I can't even imagine how difficult it must be for your team to be able to forecast what's happening, just because, it's a different time, even from 2008. Everything from how we purchase things because of social media and what our friends are sharing and what brands are sharing, and they're more lifestyle driven, so we can relate to these things more. Netflix and Apple, they've got series and shows coming out, and those have a huge impact on our purchasing decisions. If you're watching, Acapulco or Ozarks or whatever it may be, since we're staying home more, we kind of want our homes and our offices and our backyard to reflect the things that interest us. So that sometimes has got to be a difficult thing, because you are a part of that. You might, sell 1,000 signature chairs in a day, and it was because some new Kanye West song just dropped, and it says, "I got more ledge lounger furniture than you." Da 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 da. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't put it past anything,
right?
But you see the furniture everywhere, and being in marketing, I just it's really cool that your team is not only creative, but they're able to look at that data and actually forecast it for the better of the people buying stuff, and not having to wait a year to get things, because that's where a lot of things are at right now. 6 months out, 12 months out. It's wild times.
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, the world is changing. It's changing all the time, and I think what do they say, that the things have to change for nothing to change. In other words, to hold things constant, there has to be a lot of change, right? So everything is always changing. We learned over the last 2 years, it's better to be prepared for much more than you think you're going to sell, so that you can take advantage of growth, than it is to be in the opposite position where you can't keep up with sales. Now, what does it take to do that? It takes you to spend extra capital, right, to put things in place to be able to achieve greater than projected sales. If you're not great at projecting sales, or you don't have a great history to be able to project off of, then you better set yourself up to be above what you think you might perform as. So it takes extra capital, and it also takes a willingness to sacrifice some profits to set your company up for future growth. And I think that's one thing that Ledge Lounger has focused on over the years, is let's make sure we put the right things in place. If we have to sacrifice profitability, or say cash flow, let's sacrifice cash flow slightly, because we're very confident in what we're doing, and let's put the right tools in place to be able to keep up with demand. And that's one thing we did this year. We put a lot of inventory on the shelves, and we added quite a few molds in order to anticipate and be able to perform as the demand increases. And so far, we're doing great. We haven't had to expand lead times this year. We don't plan on expanding lead times this year. We really think we're going to deliver the product quickly. Ledge is shipping in-pull furniture right now within 1 to 2 weeks.
Wow.
Not because the product's not sitting on the shelves ready to go, but because it takes that long to get orders out the door, right? We have so many orders coming in, we got to be able to get those orders out the door. When it comes to patio furniture, Ledge is shipping in roughly 4, sometimes a little bit longer depending on the product, whereas in most businesses that are competing with patio furniture products have 18 to 24 week lead time.
Wow.
Right? So we are substantially, 4 times less on a lead time perspective than a lot of the patio furniture companies out there right now. So, and it's not because we've had less sales than we've had historically. We've actually had quite a bit more sales than we've had historically. We just made sure we put the things in place to be able to keep up with demand.
Right. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, Chris discusses new guidelines Ledge has put in place to protect their partners, as well as several resources they have updated.
Hey Pool Pros, my name is Zach Singer.
And I'm Bryce Sarine. We're here with Beyond Pool Cleaning in Scottsdale, Arizona, and this is your Skimmer Tip of the Week. So, back in 2017, one of the main reasons we started using Skimmer was for automated service emails that it sends to our customers after each service stop. And since then, we have done a lot to really get the most out of them.
Oh yeah, it starts off as a nice recap of readings, dosages, and checklist items, but there are several options to really take it to that next level. Customizing the default message in the service emails is a game changer. This can lead to so many great opportunities. Remember when we updated it to promote the variable speed pumps and we sold 3 in the first week?
Yeah, and giving our customers information about pool chemistry and CYA so they understood why we recommend draining their pools occasionally.
Not only educating, but communicating. Like how we let them know when we're going to be off for Thanksgiving and Christmas. My all-time favorite's when we started the photo contest.
Right, we challenged our team to add a personal touch, like adding photos of the dogs or making sure the pool looked great. Then you noticed that a really good-looking photo got forwarded to our customers' friends, so we had to add referral messages as well.
We had a lot of fun with that one, especially when our customers took notice of the extra effort.
Just another way Skimmer helped us market to and educate our customers.
To find out more, check out episodes 138 and 154 of the podcast, or go to getskimmer.com/poolchasers. That's getskimmer.com/poolchasers. Your team also mentioned, back to the transparency thing, that you've kind of made the guidelines a little bit more clear for dealers and to help to protect them, right?
Absolutely. So one thing we've got to, obviously be careful of as our brand expands. There's more and more people who want to be associated to the brand, and there's more and more people who want to sell the product online, in a store to their customers. As things grow and as there's more and more people, it gets a lot harder to manage all that. In the beginning, it was just pool builders, and it was really easy to reach out to a pool builder and say, "Hey, you posted a below uh, advertised price, further than we want you to be." Call them up on the phone and be able to set things straight and get it resolved pretty quickly. Now we have, I would say well over a few thousand dealers that deal our product in one way or another. And we have to make sure that they're all holding to the proper rules that we need to set in place to protect our pool builders and protect our price point so that it stays where our focus, right? Our pool builders can actually continue to hold margin on the product. We're so hardcore on our MAP pricing. We don't want anybody to ever. We will not allow anybody to ever publish any discounts publicly. We will not. We don't even let people do free shipping on our product if it's published on a website. So just making sure that there's a level playing field so that everybody has an opportunity to make the margins, and so that we're not, pushing all the business to somebody who chooses to make a less profit. We just don't feel that's right. We don't feel like that's the way to support a quality brand. And we don't want our brand and our image to deteriorate over time. So we really care how people are presenting our product, what terms they're using, how they're marketing our product. This is all stuff that I think can quickly get away from a company. And if we don't put the right process and procedures in place right now, then I think 5 years down the road, we can look up and realize things went awry. And that's just simply, we're not going to let that happen. We're gonna maintain the brand, and we're going to hold our resellers accountable.
Nice. Love it. So you've also kind of updated several of your resources throughout these last couple of years. Can you talk about a few of those?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think one you might be referring to is Structure Studios. Second quarter, I believe, of this year, Structure Studios is going to update the library for all the pool builders and pool designers out there so that they can start putting more than just our in-pool furniture in the pool. They'll be able to put our ping pong table out, some patio furniture out, a number of our games, our cornhole boards, our washer boards. Some of those, top 20, top 50 products from us are going to be starting to enter Pool Studio gallery. So we're truly excited about that, as well as our new autograph collection, right? Bringing a fresh look to the in-pool furniture collection. Something we're very excited about is our autograph collection this year. Man, we took everything we learned over the last 10 years, everything from comfort, how easy it is to clean, aesthetically what it looks like, lumbar support, ledge size that it can fit on, depth of water that it works in. Took everything we learned over the last 10 years and created a great product. That's our autograph product, and that will again be in Pool Studios soon. We opened a showroom in Houston in our new facility. It's 5,000 square foot. Just tremendous opportunity here because we can actually, the local pool builders can come in, see the breadth of product that we have, the depth of product that we have. Consumers can come in and touch and feel it. We see our average order value go up tremendously when people actually come into our showroom because they learn about our product, they learn about the quality of our product, and they have an opportunity to buy so much more than they would if they're shopping online. Not because they can't obviously see all the product online, but usually when you're online shopping, you go to get what you want and then you move on, right? So that's been great.
And that's a huge resource, right? Because it's okay. That's a huge resource for many pool builders, especially in the Houston area. But you guys didn't really have that before at your other facility. You had just a little kind of entryway with a few chairs in there, but it's not something that's really been available outside of a few, retail stores around the valley. At least here in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen one, ledge in there or something. It's not been able for anybody to do that before. So that's pretty awesome that you guys put that into that design.
Hey, thanks. It's a testing ground for us too, right? We our product development team will sit in sometimes and listen to what customers want. We also have some of our customer service team will sit in and talk to customers as well. So we really used it as a breeding ground for innovation and new opportunities. And I think it's also a test. If we can be successful here with a retail presence, then I think you could possibly see something pop up in Arizona, Florida, potentially California in the coming years, just to continue to expand the footprint of our brand and continue to have our products available where the customers are that truly want them and will use them in their backyards.
There you go, Greg. There's your pool store.
I was getting to that. I will.
You're gonna run the store for us?
Let's do it. I'm down. I've been talking about that for so many years because there's nothing like cool around here, and there's nothing like, as much as I, love the digital age and the metaverse and all the things that are coming from it. It's making things convenient, but at the end of the day, there's something really powerful and cool about being in a brick and mortar store that is well done, where you can sit on something and feel something and, see something. If it was well designed and put together, it's like kind of a customer for life. There's that new series by I think it's the Uber founder. You guys seen that?
I've not yet.
But there's like an opening line, and it's just, this dude's super cutthroat, and he's like, they use the app 2 or 3 times. He's like, they're addicted and they'll be here for life. But it was just, not saying to go that far, but I took that as like creating something like so good, so well designed, that when somebody, their first impression of it, like, why would they go anywhere else? Because it's unlike anything they've ever seen, or,
That's great. I think that the third item here was, is that we continue to offer design services to everything from multifamily, even pool builders. Pool builders can send us their pool studio files. We'll take the design. We actually train people internally on Pool Studio. We'll put our furniture in it, put together a quote for them, send it back to the pool builders, and then the pool builders then can mark it up and provide it to their customer as another revenue source for their jobs. We'll take care of manufacturing all the furniture, shipping it straight out to the job site, straight for them. So provides their end customer a service. It provides them a service, helps them with earn some more revenue off the job, and it helps us, really display what we can do with our products in the space. So that's turned out to be a pretty good success, and we're continuing to drive that initiative as well.
So how does that work exactly? Say I'm a pool builder, and I want that type of help. Like, what does that back and forth look like? Because that seems like an incredible resource for people.
Absolutely. So, we can let the pool builder guide the process slightly. And what I mean by that is, some pool builders want to, they'll send us their Pool Studio file, and then they'll tell us, I specifically want you to put in these products. My customer's already seen the catalog and wants these products. Or they'll call us and say, hey, I want you to call my customer, work with them on what they want, talk to them about the space and how they're going to use it, put the furniture in it, share the 3D images with them directly, and then reach out to me and send me the quote on what it's going to cost, and I'll get with them and I'll close the deal. We've also had pool builders say, you work with them, I want you to sell it at a retail price point. This is exactly it. You close the deal, and then ultimately we'll cut the pool builders a check for the difference, right? So we'll work with the pool builders on any one of those levels and anything in between to ensure that Ledge Lounger furniture is going on their final product or their final project, if you will. It's wildly beneficial for the pool builder. All of a sudden, they get this beautiful finished product that they can take pictures of when they leave the backyard and add to their portfolio and really see just a completely finished product. Number 2, the pool builder makes additional cash. Number 3, who do you refer in life, right? The people that help you do everything you need, or the people that only help you with part of a project? You tend to refer the people that can take a project from start to finish. So that's a huge opportunity for pool builders. And I also say it helps with recession proofing pool builders. I don't think that's anything on the top of pool builders' minds right now. But the more items that you get into, the more you have the ability to sell mosquito systems and furniture and summer kitchens and arbors. When the day comes that pool building slows down, you have this capability of offering so many more services, which helps in the time of any kind of recession. So just a lot of opportunity for pool builders to learn a little bit more about furniture and get into selling the entire patio as opposed to just the tanning ledge.
Yeah, I love that. And it's really a learning tool, because if you're a pool builder that maybe hasn't done too much furniture, this is a good way to kind of just be schooled on how to go about it, because your team is going to be able to look at a pool build and, like, oh, is this the color scheme? Oh, this is the, deck tile, all the different things. These are all the colors. And you're able to actually sort of pick the right furniture and look at all the dimensions and saying like, hey, this is going to be way too tight. We're going to need something smaller or bigger. And we can actually put stools that go in the water. That way we're saving space and we're actually still getting some furniture in the pool. So I would think anybody that hasn't done that before, that would be hugely beneficial. I mean, the name of the game is time. And if you can save time and the customer gets a great product, then everybody wins, right?
Let us take it over, right? Let us do the hard work and just tee up our customers to be successful. Absolutely. And you're absolutely right. One of the very first questions we ask is, hey, what color is your waterline tile going to be? Because maybe that needs to be the umbrella color, or that needs to be some of the throw pillows on the sectional or on the sofa. So we really try and coordinate it and put it all together. So we constantly will ask for pictures of the progress of the pool and where it's at. They can just simply take one on their iPhone and text it to us, or we can work directly with the homeowner. So yes, we certainly consider those things, and then maybe we can teach the builders how to be better at it if they want to.
Very good. Awesome.
Yeah, very good.
We're going to take another quick break. When we get back, we take a deep dive into the Autograph Collection, the Echo Collection, and the Laze Float Collection. This episode is brought to you by Leslie's. Leslie's continues to deliver for pool trade professionals by providing benefits no one else can offer. The Leslie's Pro Partner Program can help you grow your business through referrals while also providing their most exclusive pricing and best-in-class warranties on equipment. The Leslie's Pro Partner Program is for pros looking to build a true partnership with their supplier. Stop by your local Leslie's to learn how you can become a pro partner today, or check out episodes 151 and 165 of the podcast for more details. This episode is also brought to you by Aquastar Pool Products. Aquastar Pool Products is a leading maker of VGB-compliant drain covers, but also offers many other products to the industry, including skimmers, deck drains, autofills, cleaners, mosaics, ozone, chemical feeders, spa jets, and fittings. Now, Aquastar is proud to announce a new addition to its lineup with the launch of the Pipeline Cartridge Filter. The Pipeline Cartridge Filter, which is available in 2 different sizes, was designed with the pro's time, safety, and comfort in mind. It delivers top-notch hydraulic efficiency along with best-in-class filtration performance approaching that of DE filters. And these claims are backed by NSF International Certification test results. For more details, ask your local Aquastar sales rep or visit aquastarpoolproducts.com. That's aquastarpoolproducts.com, or click the link below.
So another thing you've kind of developed over the last couple of years is a few different product lines, new ones, and you mentioned the Autograph Collection already earlier, and I was actually fortunate enough to see that product reveal out at one of the big trade shows, so that was really cool to watch you guys, especially since we've been kind of around your journey for several years, so to watch you do an unveil was really cool. So talk about that specifically, and we'll jump into a few other ones, but what was the reasoning behind the Autograph Collection?
Yeah, I think, it's the natural evolution of style, in my opinion. We have, our product has, our signature shades has become more mainstream. And I think as things become mainstream, there's always an audience out there that wants the next best thing. And I think that on top of the fact that we learned so much over the last 10 years with our signature shades, how do we do all the things that we have thought of over the last 10 years, all those things we wrote down that we said, when we make the next version, how do we make this better, right? That's that true desire to always innovate. Comfort, you could always make things more comfortable, always, right? Like, what's the posture of the body? How should the body lay on this? What's the lumbar support? If you've got a 5'8" individual versus a 6-foot individual, how are they going to sit on the product, right? That was number one, is how do we make it even more comfortable? I truly believe we've reached just this awesome comfort level with our Autograph Collection where you can just sit in it and relax, and you don't feel like you are missing any kind of support. You don't have to get out and get back in. You really can just chill and relax. That's a huge improvement, right? Number two, how do you make a product that retains less dirt in the water, right? The smoother the finish, the less dirt and grime and mildew it's going to hold on to. We've got a beautifully smooth finish on this product. makes it extremely aesthetically appealing, and on top of that, it also makes it easier to clean. Number 3, what does it look like from afar? What's the overall profile and the style and the aesthetic of it? This one is a little bit more stylish, a little bit more sculpture, something really pretty to look at. Got some really great curves. However, again, very comfortable. Number 4, we've got a badge. We actually put in a little signature mark on this product, a little blue mark that pops off the product that says, hey, this is a ledge launcher. I spent my money on a quality product, and I want to represent the brand and show that I didn't buy the cheap knockoffs out there, but I actually bought the real quality thing. I think some clients it's very important too, and we wanted to make sure that our branding showed through without being in your face or overdone. So it's just a nice, elegant little mark on the product. Again, and then also water depth. We've learned over the years that water depth's different across the country. The East Coast designs ledges at a different depth than the West Coast, and so forth and so on. And even Texas and Central region design ledges at different depths. And so we said, well, how do we make a product that will work over a more diverse set of depths? And I believe we accomplished that here. So you don't have to buy risers for this product. It will work in up to 12 inches of water, which I'd say about 90% of the ledges on the market are in the 0 to 12 inch range. So it covers a much broader range. More stylish side tables, a really stylish chair. We love our autograph chair. Gives consumers the ability to go get in their pool fully clothed, right? They can sit on the tanning ledge, put their feet in the water with their jeans on if they want to. So mom, dad can go hang out with the kids while the kids are swimming, even if they don't want to jump in the pool and get wet. So excited about the chair, and it's just got a really cool, stylish look to it. Couple new products that will be coming down the line in Autograph Collection is it's an umbrella stand that you don't have to have a hole in your tanning ledge anymore to support an umbrella. Nice. You can use this umbrella on the tanning ledge, or you can carry it around the patio and use it on the patio to support an umbrella. So it's a true multi-purpose umbrella stand that actually acts as a cocktail table as well. I think constantly you see people try and put little tables around their umbrellas to be able to support a drink or some different appetizers or things. This table is great for that. It's actually got an ice bin built in as well. So we're excited about that. So really just taking the Signature collection and elevating it. Of course, Signature still exists. We still expect to see just tremendous volume there. It's a classic. I think some people are after that classic look. However, the Autograph Collection, steps it up from there. And a couple other collections. The Echo collection. Echo started with a square daybed, just a cool, modern style daybed. And we had a lot of customers that just loved it, but they wanted it in a single unit chaise lounge for the patio. And so I'd say this is our most stylish chaise lounge to date. And it's got just a nice, thick, comfortable cushion on it that recesses down in the product. So you don't necessarily see the whole thickness of the cushion from an aesthetic perspective, but it's very comfortable. And it's got a ledge all the way around it, so you can set your drink down or whatever on the ledge, your iPhone on the ledge, and not have to put it on the ground. In Laze is a float collection that we developed. It's a very, very high quality float collection. Most floats that you buy, you tend to throw away season after season and go buy new ones. Our Laze collection is a fabric outer mesh or outer bag with an inner mesh sack. So the outer fabric bag, again, this is a high quality umbrella fabric, can zip off, be placed in the wash machine, washed, and then zip back on and restuffed. So it's cleanable. It's very durable. It's completely resistant to UV for at least a few years. And even after that, it's not going to fade quickly. I would say keep it away from the squirrels. The squirrels like to chew on just about anything. But it's just a extremely quality product that the float industry is just not used to. So we were able to bring our style. We've got some beautiful patterns, and we got a palm frond pattern. We've got a stripe pattern. We've got some other patterns that are just very on trend. And we were able to bring just a level of quality to pool floats that haven't existed, plus a level of comfort. I mean, you lay in this thing and you feel like you're floating on a cloud in your swimming pool. We've just gotten tremendous feedback on it. And we invested heavily in getting the right supply in place to be able to keep up with the demand on this product this year. So we do see this as kind of an instant gratification. I'm going to have a pool party this weekend. I want to order them on Monday or Tuesday and have them for the weekend. So anticipating that and making sure that we can get the supply out the door as it's ordered. So those are probably the things that we're most excited about. And then obviously, of course, just constantly working on what's next, what's to come. So we'll be excited to share those things with y'all, hopefully first, as we get a little bit closer down the road.
Yeah. Love all the new products. The chair is genius, because I can't tell you how many times either it's myself or somebody else where it's like you want to be in the pool with the family and maybe just, talk and, watch the kids, but you don't necessarily want to be fully in the pool. And if you can just, put a piece of furniture in the pool that's not going to hurt the surface and get your feet wet, like that's a win-win situation. And
I'm glad you said that, Greg.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that. You just touched on a great point. It's all of this stuff is made out of the right material so that it does not damage the interior finish of the swimming pool. I think commonly customers or just people think that I can go grab that patio furniture off the ledge and I can put it in the pool. Ultimately, as you mentioned, it's going to rust the furniture, and then it's also going to mark the plaster and stain the plaster. And that's just not easy to fix. So you're absolutely right. Everything that we've discussed is still from a pool builder's eyes, right? So my background is pool building, and from a pool builder's eyes, this stuff is still quality enough and durable enough for that environment.
Right. And you can tell that you and the team are paying close attention to maybe the wants and needs of the customer, whether it be the builder or the homeowner. Everybody has a different lifestyle, whether you're younger, older, the pool's just for the grandkids to come on the weekends or whatever it may be. But you have something for every lifestyle in this. It's incredible. It's been really cool seeing this brand grow.
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate that.
One quick thing on the Laze pillow, can you buy those covers separately?
You can, absolutely. Right now, we do not have them available on the website. We're working on that. However, if a customer calls us and says, "Hey, I already purchased one last year and I like the new outer shell. Can I get the new style?" Absolutely. We sell the outer shells alone as well. So yes, they can very much do that.
Are you guys still hand sewing a lot of that? Or did you?
Chris is, yeah.
Well, with the people doing it on the machines.
Yes. So we actually have increased the size of our inside sewing capabilities, and actually, in addition, brought on some outsourced ability as well. All, of course, the U.S. based, and we're proud to just support that kind of lost art of sewing. Seamstresses are hard to come by, and when you find great ones, they're certainly great people. And we just enjoy having them on our team, and we enjoy the ability to be able to customize things on the fly and prototype, because we have our own seamstresses in house. This is not something where we get the pillowcases or the float cases imported from China or Taiwan or any of the overseas countries. It's all made here in the U.S., so the quality is just second to none.
Yeah, I just brought it up because that was one of mine and Greg's favorite part to see when we visited. Just, you didn't really experience that.
I think we had 4 to 5 seamstresses, and we're probably at 30 now. So
oh, wow.
we've expanded that team dramatically. Yeah. They actually have a 5,000 square foot facility just for fabric.
That's really cool. I mean, having that capability in-house of, all the different colorways and fabrics and materials. And, you guys are concepting ideas, but to be able to take it to the cut and sew room and try to manipulate it to what you want it to look like and, the shape of it, that's really cool, because when you're doing things overseas or you're trying to go through something like Alibaba, who knows what you're going to get and how long it's going to take, or people are like, "Oh no, it's great. It smells kind of weird." I'm like, dude, you have no idea what's going on in those factories. Like, I know they put videos on that stuff, but it might not be all truthful. I think
right.
everything like most things like in-house like that, that's a good idea.
One of my favorite departments to walk through and just you say hi to the ladies and the gentlemen back there, and just just grateful for how hard they work for our team. And yes, you're right. The ability to go back there and have an idea and, by the end of the week, see that come to fruition and then make a quick change without having to, call somebody that I can't necessarily speak the language, and it's very hard to interpret what you're looking for. We're hands-on, face-to-face from a development perspective. So, we keep in mind, all these things do come with a little bit more cost, but people can feel very confident and proud that when they purchase Ledge Laundry products, they're purchasing something they're supporting a U.S. product. They're supporting U.S. labor developing these products. And I think that's something to be proud of in today's day and age.
Yeah, more now
100%.
than ever. And do you have the showroom at the facility? Is this like Krispy Kreme where you can like see the product being made behind the window or however they do it?
You know what? I'm glad you asked. You can see into our cut and sew operation from the showroom, so people can see maybe their cushions being made. For a while there, we thought it was going to be like a fishbowl look, thing, and, but it's worked out really well. It gives our sales team the ability to truly show the customer the quality they're getting, and the fact that a lot of it is made right here in Houston, Texas. So it's exciting.
That's so cool.
Very cool. And
I'm glad you guys did it with style, and instead of making it look like a zoo animals or something, somebody else might make it. It's like, why is there barbed wire? Can these people not get out?
No barbed wire. Yeah.
It's like, oh no,
you can't feed the people.
They're all on death row. You can't. They're a ward of the state.
No, they're some of the most loyal and committed people on the team. I'm just so grateful for the ladies and the gentlemen in our cut and sew department.
I know, Chris, that you've got that beautiful home that we got to visit, and you have the pool and all the furniture. Has that changed since the last time we saw you? Did you inherit any new furniture?
No, the kids actually jumped in the pool for the first time this weekend. I was not about to get in that water. It's still quite cold. But I laid on the patio on one of our chaises and just kind of relaxed as I was watching them swim. And, I thought to myself about this podcast. The last time we did this podcast, we actually were sitting on the same furniture, and I have white cushions. I don't know if y'all remember. I have white cushions.
Yep.
And those cushions, I pressure washed them less than a week ago, and they look brand new. Wow. Brand new. And I have pecan trees and pollen, and Houston's one of the most humid places in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, maybe in the world. It's so nasty at times, and the mildew and the mold. And if and when it does grow on the product, nice pressure washer hit it. It's just such quality fabric, but still the same stuff, and still quality and still durable and just as good in condition it is than the day we put it in. I think that was ultimately 34 years ago.
Yeah. That's the difference. I'm gonna have my wife listen to this because she buys outdoor stuff that's trendy or whatever from Target, whatever, and gets upset when it looks like shit a year later. I'm like, what do you expect? It was $30.
Right.
Like, we should be get a subscription with this that it comes every 6 months if this is the route you want to take.
Hey, that's what they want, man. They want you to go back and buy it every year. After a couple of years, you realize, hey, I'm just going to make the investment and get the quality stuff that's going to last. And that's the greatest thing with us is if for any reason somebody does have a problem with their product, they let us know, we inform them, we'll take care of it. Number two, if they have had it beyond, warranty or for a very long period of time, they need to replace a cushion. Call us up, we'll replace the cushion. A lot of furniture companies, they discontinue cushions so that they have to sell you new furniture. We're not going to do that. We're not going to play those games with our customers. We're going to be honest and true and do what the customer wants, do what they need, do what's right to the customer. And if we continue to do that, I think we'll have a great foundation for long-term success as a business.
Yeah, that's why we've always loved you guys at Ledge Laundry, because you don't just talk the talk, you walk it. We've seen it in real life many times, and you actually, do what you say you're going to do. And hopefully anybody new, you must be living under a rock if you don't know about Ledge, but highly suggest the product and communicating with the team, because we know even if somebody has, I don't want to say negative to say, but has a comment on a product, or no matter what it is, you guys are going to take it and do something with it, not just ignore it and not get back to people. we respect you guys a lot in that manner.
You're so right. And look, we had some growing pains over the last couple of years and some challenges, just like anybody else. Any of those people listening that maybe had a bad experience over the last couple of years. Look, we strive and we thrive to get that feedback. And I would say, give us a shot this year, because we're cruising. We've got the product. We're ready to ship. We're truly taking care of our customers. We put the right things in place to really take care of our trade customers and our consumers this year. So absolutely. Look, we certainly, all businesses make mistakes. We're all human. But you're absolutely right. No matter what, we will not stop until the customer's happy.
Righteous.
I just want to make one more comment on the autographed brand. I think it's a huge move for you guys in Ledge to create another category, right? When you guys first came out, it was high class, for certain types of pools. And now, like you said, it's kind of become more mainstream, which is awesome for you and everybody that they've been able to afford it and transition to that. But providing another, higher end type autograph line, right, to me is a really cool move for the brand. It's just allows the people, your higher end customers, to again take a step up, right?
Tyler, if we ever stagnate in any way, shape, or form, you better pick up the phone and call me and say, "Hey, Chris, get your act together." Like I said, it's in our blood. We have to criticize our product and critique our product, and not always act like we think we're the best. We know we know we're the best. We know we can be the best, but we've got to just take a step back and always be thinking about how we can be better. Again, that's just something that I strive for. And I always play devil's advocate, even when it's me, when it's my stuff, when it's the people around me. It gets me in trouble sometimes with my wife, but she always wants me to agree with her side of the story, and I'll always bring up the other side just so people consider it. Not because I disagree with her, but just so we can all see it from other perspectives. And I think that was critical in us identifying the fact that there were some pool builders out there that do really, really high-end projects, and they wanted something new, and they wanted something different. They wanted to innovate. We're going to be right there by their sides, innovating, moving forward. And what I'm really excited about is innovating other product categories. There's other product categories that exist in this market that just have not been innovated for a long time. And now Ledge is in a position to have the resources. We have a product management team, product development team. We're in a position to be more forward thinking and not just be keeping up, but be kind of setting the path forward. And I just can't wait to show y'all what we're working on over the next couple of years, and just continue to do those reveals at those shows that hopefully y'all will be there and see what we're doing.
Yeah,
Awesome.
We love that. And no, you've been around long enough now that I feel like the industry is like counting on you to do that now. Like you're at the point now where it's like none of us are going to do it. We don't know of any other companies that are even close to doing what you all are doing. So we genuinely are counting on you to level up every year.
Hey, thank you. We'll take the challenge.
So how can people reach out to you or Ledge Lounger?
Well, first and foremost, I would say join our social media, join our Instagram page, our Facebook page. It's always convenient to send a message that way. I think people have found that is one of the easiest ways to communicate. We'll get back to you hopefully very quickly. Obviously, take a look at our website, sign up for our mailing list. We do a good job of kind of mailing out, when we are innovating new products, that sort of thing. Pick up the phone and call us. Our phone number is right there on the bottom of our website. We're happy to answer the phone. We don't outsource our call center. Everybody's here in our office, and we will continue to do that to make sure that our customers get the right answers immediately. Any way you can, reach out to our sales team, fill out a form on our website. We have many ways that people can reach out to us, but I definitely say follow us on Instagram. Stay in tune to what's going on.
Awesome. And you just had a new catalog come out recently as well too, right?
We did. We actually mailed out quite a few of these catalogs to pretty much anybody that we've done business with here in the last few years. However, we also have a place on our website where you can request a new catalog. It's in our form section. Request a new catalog and we'll get one mailed out to you. The catalog is also available on our website in a digital form. Down at the bottom, you'll see catalog in the footer. Just click on it and browse it. It's pretty cool. We're really excited about it. It's really just the last multiple years just all coming together. We've strived so hard to just get great photos and just good imagery of how the products can be used to really inspire customers. That's what I love about our products, right? You always see them in beautiful scenery. And so people look at our catalog not only because they want to purchase our products, but also because they want to get ideas for how they're going to build a pool in their backyard or ways they can style their outdoor space more than just our products. So please, everybody, take a look and give us your feedback.
Yeah, it's very well done. Tons of great information in there as well, even for, builders and people in service. You want just more information on, the product as individually. I mean, it's very, very well done, very well designed.
Thank you.
Great. Yeah, and we'll put all the links in the show notes like we always do on the website. And just want to say, Chris, once more, we truly respect what you guys do and you and the team, and love being a part of your journey. And so we appreciate you coming on with us today and sharing all the new innovative stuff you guys are doing.
Hey, thank y'all. If I can ever do anything to help y'all out, please let me know.
Thank you, Chris.
Hey, Pool Chasers. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the episode. To connect with today's guests, including pictures, links, and resources from everything discussed today, you can visit the episode page at poolchasers.com or click the links below. To connect more with us, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter by searching at Pool Chasers. If you would like to support the podcast, the easiest and most effective way is to subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube, as well as share the show or your favorite episode with a friend or on social media. Also, you can get early access to each episode by supporting us through Patreon. We know your time is valuable, so thank you for sharing some of yours with us today.
See you out there, Pool Chasers.